Hey investors, this is the first update for the fund in 2021. We've got off to a slow start. Some of our stocks have taken a hit, like Facebook, but we also made some changes to the portfolio and I think it's positioned well for the rest of the year. Whether we're in a bubble or not, I think the stocks I own are decently valued, so even in a market crash, they shouldn't fall much further. So that is one reason why I'm confident in these stocks. I also talk about the new positions, including an altcoin that I recently bought. So let's get into it. So for last year, we ended up at about 32% plus. We beat the S&P 500 convincingly, but we underperformed the Nasdaq. I think this is because of the very dramatic overperformance of some stocks in the Nasdaq, like Apple, Tesla, Zoom, which we didn't have in this portfolio. But now those stocks, especially perhaps Tesla and Apple, look quite overvalued. So I don't think the Nasdaq will do as well this year, and that gives us a chance to outperform the Nasdaq this year. And I think, like usual, we have done so for 2 years in a row. I think we can beat the S&P 500 this year as well. We're off to a slow start so far in 2021, but that's due to some of the stocks we own taking big plunges in the early part of this year. But these are high quality stocks and they are bound to recover. So this is how the portfolio is. We have Amazon as our top holding at about 14% plus. Intuitive comes next. We have bought the Hong Kong shares for Alibaba so that there's less drama over this listing, and that's about 9.7. And you can look at the rest of the stocks here. Some of the stocks are doing quite well so far this year, like Teladoc and Intel. DocuSign is doing well so far. And we also bought into Ethereum. It's a very small position at the moment, but it's a promising position. I like Ethereum more than some of the other cryptocurrencies because there's actually some practical use in the real world for Ethereum and its blockchain network. I'm studying it further, but there seems to be a lot of useful applications on the Ethereum blockchain network, like DeFi and so on. Even some of the big corporations like Microsoft and DocuSign are also using the Ethereum blockchain network. So this gives it some value and utility. I've never really liked owning gold, and so even if Bitcoin is digital gold, I don't really want to own something that is pretty much useless. But Ethereum's value will be tied to the cryptocurrency value in general. So if other cryptocurrencies go down, Ethereum might go down as well. But hopefully, I think as Ethereum becomes more mainstream and more organizations use the blockchain network, I think it can become a more stable cryptocurrency. So right now the position is quite small, but I might add to it in future. We like to own most cybersecurity stocks like CrowdStrike, but I just find it very overbought at this point in time. So I decided to do the next best thing, which is to invest in a index of cybersecurity stocks, and that is what this position is, CIBR. So Intel is doing well because the CEO, the current CEO, has decided to resign, and new CEO is taking place, and the market is quite optimistic about the new CEO. But my bullish case for Intel was basically that it was too cheap. Given some of the tailwinds it has and some of the growth industries it is a player in. So I still think it does have some more upside to go. I'd like to own more of some of these stocks like DocuSign and Nvidia, but I still feel they're a bit expensive at current levels. So some of our stocks are not doing so well. Um, Primarily Facebook. I think Facebook has taken some heat due to the censorship of President Donald Trump, and also because of some of the migration that's ongoing from WhatsApp to Signal. But I think Facebook has weathered such storms before, and I think it will bounce back strongly. Mastercard is another strong stock, and it has had a slow year last year. But I think this year, if travel starts coming back and cross-border travel spending comes back, I think Mastercard can do well. And besides that, I think that the cashless revolution has not stopped and will definitely continue to move ahead. So a lot of these other payment fintech companies like Square and even PayPal actually use Mastercard and Visa's network. So Mastercard is riding on the success of a lot of these newer fintech players. So I think Alibaba is starting to bounce back a little from the lows. I still think it has a lot more upside to go. I think once the drama over the anti monopoly investigation and the failed IPO of Ant Financial is over, I think it will resume its upwards trajectory. I also feel that some of these stocks will gain a lot of momentum after their earnings. Perhaps stocks like Amazon, Google, and Facebook, and maybe Adobe will also gain more momentum once their earnings come out. I expect the earnings to be strong. I think Baozun will also have a strong fourth quarter, so I expect the earnings to be good. We are holding a little cash, and I'm looking out for other good opportunities. I've been looking at Beyond Meat and Amwell, but these two stocks shot up yesterday, so I probably need to look for other opportunities. I'm also looking at IBM. I think IBM has been beaten down a lot, and even if it's the fourth biggest cloud player, I still think it has good growth prospects. The only uncertainty right now is regarding the fact that it's restructuring its company and is spinning off some of the older businesses out. So that creates some uncertainty around the stock price. But if the stock goes down further, I might buy into IBM. So if you're interested in joining the fund, you can join the etoro platform and you can join this fund. So if you like what you saw in this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not, so for future updates. And if you like the general platform, the eToro platform, and you like the ability to copy good investors, I suggest you join the eToro platform. You can use my link in the description tab, and you can even get an extra $50 to start trading. So thank you for watching. I hope you took away some good points from this video. I hope you stay with us on this journey, this long-term journey, and we'll see you in the next video.